Psychology students, do you actually need 16 points for a 16 marker? Because if you believe that, you're probably writing yourself into the lower band. Quick question, how many evaluation points do you normally write for a 16 marker? 2, 4, 10? Comment below. Go on. Here's the biggest mistake that psychology students make when they're writing an extended essay. They think that marks are awarded one by one for random points. But Edexcel essays are not points-based, they are levels-based. That means the examiner is asking, how well does the student reason, explain, analyze, and evaluate? Not how many mini points can the student squeeze onto a page. A top band answer usually has accurate knowledge, clear explanation, developed evaluation, chains of reasoning, good structure, specialist terminology, sustained judgment. So one well-developed evaluation point can earn more marks than 5 weak ones. Let's take a cognitive psychology question. Let's say you are evaluating eyewitness testimony research. Weak students write this. The study lacked ecological validity. The sample was biased. It was unethical. Demand characteristics. That's not evaluation, that is a shopping list. Good students develop the point. For example, a weakness of laboratory research into eyewitness testimony is low ecological validity because participants know they are in an experiment. This may reduce emotional consequences associated with real crimes, meaning recall accuracy measured in a study may not reflect real-world eyewitness memory. Therefore, findings have limited applicability to genuine criminal investigations. That's one developed point, and it's worth far more than 4 underdeveloped sentences. Let's use social psychology. Imagine a 16 marker into obedience research. A student will say, Milgram lacked ecological validity. Done. That is barely analysis. Watch this. A limitation of Milgram's research is that the artificial laboratory environment may have influenced participant behavior. Participants knew they were taking part in a Yale University study, which may have increased obedience due to demand characteristics and evaluation apprehension. As a result, obedience levels found in the experiment may not accurately represent obedience in real-life situations involving genuine moral consequences. Do you see the difference? There's explanation, evidence, reasoning, impact. And that's what gets students into the higher levels. Now let's apply this to biological psychology. Let's take Raine. GRAVE is one of the easiest ways to structure evaluation. It's a 5-word hack that you can use if your brain is stuck trying to remember points. Is the study generalizable? Is it reliable? Is it applicable? Are there validity issues? And what are the ethics involved? 5 different points that you can quickly remember the study and then evaluate it on those 5 different categories. So let's take this example. A weak student writes, Raine's study lacked validity. Again, too vague. A stronger answer would say, a limitation of Raine et al. Study is reduced internal validity because it used a quasi-experimental design. Participants naturally belong to either the murderer or control group, meaning extraneous variables such as childhood trauma, substance abuse, or environmental influences could also explain differences in brain activity. This makes it difficult to establish a clear cause and effect relationship between neural abnormalities and violent behavior. That's evaluation, not just point making. Here's the truth most students realize too late. Top band answers do not look like checklists. They read like arguments. Your examiner wants to follow your reasoning. So instead of asking how many points do I need, ask, have I fully developed the point? Because in most 16 markers, 3 or 4 strong developed evaluation points are usually better than 10 weak ones. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Share it with a friend who might need help with their psychology essay.